Aloha Libra, and welcome to your tarot reading for the week of August 10th through the 17th. We're going to dive right in, but before we do, if you would like to get a personal reading with me, you can always go to themagicsiren.com. I have the fresh promo code for the month of August down in the description box below. You'll also find the link to our Patreon. I post almost every day over there. We have a ton of fun, so go and check it out. You'll also see that we have a weekly podcast called The Siren Circle. Every Sunday, we dive deep into a new topic, so I hope to see you there this weekend in the circle. With all that being said, let's go ahead and get started with your tarot reading for this week, August 10th through the 17th. We're going to start with the overall theme or vibe for the week. We'll move into any potential obstacles or challenges. Then we'll shuffle to see how we can overcome those challenges or obstacles. We'll get any extra messages that Universe and Spirit have for you. And since everybody really loved the affirmation cards that we did for the August forecast, we're going to go ahead and do an affirmation for this week as well at the end of the video, so make sure you hang out so you can get your affirmation for the week. We have our love oracles, we have our general oracles. Let's go ahead and get into some love messages. We're looking to see what's coming in terms of love, emotions, and relationships for all of you Libra friends, August 10th through the 17th. Make sure you're watching your sun, moon, and rising signs so you can get a full picture of what's going on for this week. You have the children card. Your love life is being affected by children. This card is the card of tending to your inner child first and foremost. I think a lot of the times this card comes out when there's like, okay, we need to take a moment, ask ourselves, what are some of the things we always wanted to do? What are some bucket list items that I haven't completed yet? Are there some dreams or goals that I had when I was younger that I kind of gave up on? And how can I maybe start moving forward towards trying to achieve those things? This inner child card, when it comes out, it's like there is a need for us to tend to that inner child this week. Maybe we're picking up a hobby that we used to do. Maybe you used to love to paint. Allow yourself to paint this week. Maybe you used to love riding your bike outside. Get on your bike this week and just go for a little ride around the block. Go do something that you used to do that made you feel free. You know, whenever we're younger and we have those moments of just feeling like we're a free bird, that's the vibe and the energy that comes with the children card. Now, some of you do have kids, and that might be a highlight as well that's, happening this week too, is really putting your children at the top of your priority list. But there is that inner child energy that comes with that card. Let's go ahead and get our general oracle and kind of just see what else can be added to the overall theme and vibe for this week. We're getting a general oracle here for Libra, August 10th through the 17th. We have crystals. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. Okay, this card is so much fun. It has its general base meaning of like crystals. Using crystals this week, allowing yourself to get out your rose quartz or pull out your citrine or get your amethyst or whatever it is, right? Now, some of you though, maybe you don't have a lot of crystals or maybe you don't use them that often, and maybe there's something that has maybe sparked your interest just a little bit. And if there has been a spark of interest when it comes to crystals and using them and how you can use them, wearing them in pieces of jewelry or carrying them in your pocket or just keeping them on your altar or your nightstand, this is a good week to maybe dive deep into that and learn a little bit more about it. For those of you that don't know much about crystals and you don't know where to really start, here's a couple of crystals that I really suggest everybody get to use, especially if you are just beginning. A clear quartz. A clear quartz is great because you can use it for cleansing, you can use it to keep away negative energy, and it's just a nice stone that you can use to amplify your intentions on whatever it is that you're doing. The next one would be amethyst. Amethyst is a great crystal for inner peace. It's great for tranquility. It also helps in matters of relationships, not even just romantically, but just in general. It helps bring that sort of calming, trusting presence in your relationships. Third crystal, rose quartz. Rose quartz is wonderful for self-love and self-care. It's great for matters of the heart, especially too if you are trying to call in some love, or maybe you just want to have loving moments within your family, with children. Rose quartz is a great one as well. And then finally, citrine. I mentioned citrine. I wear it all the time. You guys see citrine on me all the time. It is such a fun stone to wear. It brings in good luck and abundance. It is the stone of prosperity. So if you're trying to do a little bit of money manifestation, or if you're just trying to bring in a new opportunity for a new job, citrine is a great one as well. So those are 4 crystals, and I always kind of tell people, like, if you're brand new to the whole crystals thing, try looking at one of those first. Whatever one sparked your interest, go ahead, get one of those, and work with it a little bit this week. Now let's go ahead and see what Tarot has to add to the overall theme and vibe for you this week. I know we went a little bit deep on that crystals card, but that's okay. You have the Queen of Wands in reversal. You also have the Four of Pentacles in reversal and the Two of Swords in reversal. Now I do want to mention this. This came out and these two came out together, okay? I think in order for you to first of all, when you see reversals in a tarot reading, it can represent something that's already happened, or there is a slight challenge or obstacle that might be preventing you from seeing these in the upright position. I think when it comes to any challenges or obstacles this week, the way you're going to overcome it is being the Queen of Wands. Right now it is in the reversal. Maybe some of you are having a hard time finding inner confidence. Maybe some of you are having a hard time getting the motivation to start moving forward. Maybe some of you just don't feel the fire. Here's the thing. This week is the last full week of Leo season. Leo season is the opportunity to naturally tap into the fire all around us. Get excited, get passionate, get confident. If you can't figure out how to tap into that, then take a deep breath this week. Add some real fire into your life, whether it's lighting candles, maybe it's adding a little bit of heat to your food, meaning like adding some different spices. Maybe it's wearing red, yellow, or orange on your body. Maybe paint your nails that color, or even just getting a couple of different crystals that are red, yellow, or orange to help bring in that fire energy. Allow yourself to literally be surrounded by the fire element so you can step into the fire element. Again, and the Queen of Wands is like, she's the Queen of Confidence, the Queen of Motivation and Passion. Now, you do have the Four of Pentacles in reversal, Two of Swords in reversal. You know, the Four of Pentacles, when it comes out in reversal, I always say we are fighting against the current. We are not allowing ourselves to lean into the ebb and flow of life. The Four of Pentacles in the upright is like we're holding on to everything very tightly. We're protecting what we've worked for. And sometimes that's great, but we might be, carrying too much. This is the card of saying you absolutely need to learn how to surrender to the flow this week. Surrender to the flow this week and allow yourself to have confidence in the decisions that you've recently made. I think for some of you, you were at a crossroads in the recent past, and the Two of Swords in the upright represents being at a crossroads and having to make a decision. I think for a lot of you, you've already made a couple of decisions recently. Get confident that the decision that you made is the right one for you. Lean into that ebb and flow. Allow yourself to say, you know what, I did make this decision, so I released anything else that wasn't this decision. Now let me flow in. Let me go ahead and get confident in the decisions that I made. Let's go ahead and see what the potential obstacle or challenge is, even though we've had a couple cards. We have a lot of bonus cards today. We have the Page of Wands in reversal, the Three of Cups in reversal. All these reversals, there's a lot of internal conflict this week, Libra. And with you having, air somewhere in your chart, if you're watching this, sometimes the air energy can be hard to stop or quiet internal conflict. Like, should I go? Was that the right decision? Was this not the right decision? Should I keep moving in this direction? Should I go in that direction? Did I make the right choice? Did I not make right? It's a lot of this overthinking, this sort of internal conflict. You see all these reversals. I think there is a lot of internal conflict this week. We have to allow ourselves to, again, get excited for what's to come. I think for those of you that did recently make some choices and decisions in your life, allow yourself to take a moment and get excited to go down that path and that journey without all of the worry of self-doubt or anxiety or did I make the right choice. That's what the Page of Wands is all about, is like getting curious and excited for the next chapter. And then the Three of Cups in reversal is like we need to spend some time just doing things that make us happy. We need to spend time that separate us from the moments of anxiety, from the moments of did I do the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Okay, so the challenge or obstacle this week is essentially getting confident in the decisions that you've made already, allowing yourself to get excited for this new chapter due to the decisions that you made recently, and maybe doing a little bit of something that just makes you happy. Again, inner child card from the beginning of this reading, like what are some of the things that you used to do before life's responsibilities got piled on your shoulders, and maybe do those things this week. Let's go ahead and see how to overcome it. How do we overcome it? The Five of Pentacles. Know that it's not always going to be so hard. The Five of Pentacles can feel like we are going through some shit. That's really the reality of this card. But when we get to the pinnacle, like the absolute pinnacle of the Five of Pentacles, it's like we made it to the top of the mountain. For those of you that have been around for a while, you know that I always use this mountain analogy with this Five of Pentacles, where it's like, this is the mountain. When you climb a mountain from the bottom to the top, this is the hardest part of that journey. That's what the Five of Pentacles is, the journey climbing up the mountain. The pinnacle, you hit the top. Okay, we're at the top of the mountain now. We're able to look out to the horizon. We take a moment, we breathe, we celebrate that we made it there, and we get to decide what direction now we're going to head down. Are we coming down the same direction? Are we going in a new direction? What are we looking at on the horizon? And then it slowly starts to turn in its reversal position, and we start coming down the other side. Things are a lot easier. We have the forward momentum on our side. We've gained all of that wisdom and strength in the beginning part of that journey. So yes, you're seeing the Five of Pentacles here, but it's not always going to be so difficult. And I think that's where the energy of like how to overcome the challenge or obstacle of like getting confident in the decisions that you've made and allowing yourself to like do things that separate you from anxiety or overthinking. Remember that it's not always going to feel that way. It's not always going to be a space of like, did I make the right decision or not? Eventually, you will get comfortable and confident in this sort of new chapter or new season in your life that you chose to go down, and it's going to feel really good. Let's go ahead and get any extra messages for you this week, Libra. You have so many cards this week, lots of good energy. Extra messages, you know what you want. What are you waiting for? Allow yourself to just start moving forward confidently. Gemini had the Two of Wands, and I think Gemini is going to be in this area very soon. So definitely, if you have Gemini in your chart, watch that too. But the Three of Wands being here, it's like, you know what you want. What are you waiting for? I know what you're waiting for. You're waiting for your mind to calm down and to have full faith that the decisions that you made were the right decisions. I'm going to be the one to tell you, Libra, the decisions that you made were the right decisions, okay? Let's not second guess it anymore. Take a moment this week. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what are the things that make me feel good? What are the things am I excited about? I would start your day every day with just naming 3 things that you are excited about for the day. It could be something as small as your cup of coffee. It could be something as big as starting my new job or moving into my new home, okay? Just 3 things that you are excited for the day, and allow yourself to start your day in that space of excitement. Because I think excitement and confidence and passion, they all very much intertwine with each other. They're all very much that Queen of Wands energy that we talked about at the beginning of this reading. And there's a lot of messages here telling you to not overthink the things that you've already decided. If it's already in motion, surrender to the ebb and flow, let the motion happen, and know that you're going in the right direction, okay? You know what you want, so expand into this next chapter with your head held high and the confidence that you made the right choice. Let's go ahead and get your affirmation for the week. Affirmation for the week for Libra. This could be an affirmation you could say every day for the next 7 days, the 10th through the 17th. I am in tune with the universe. I love this. Very self-explanatory. You are in tune with the universe this week, Libra, so remember that, believe that when you start to overthink things, you are in tune with the universe. Surrender to the ebb and flow this week, okay? Surrender to it and just do things that make you feel good. Take a screenshot, say this every day, say it every day, right? You are in tune with the universe, and trust that the decisions that you made them in connection with your intuition, your higher self, your gut instinct, and also what made logical sense for you. Trust that those decisions and the motions and the things that you've done throughout this entire year of 2026 has brought you to this moment, and you are in tune with the universe. So surrender to the flow, allow yourself to move forward, and know that you are expanding into a season of your life where it's not going to feel so difficult, okay? If you're still watching this video and you have not liked it yet, consider liking this video, consider subscribing to the channel, join us. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps me out so much. Plus, we love making new friends here, so join us. And like I mentioned earlier, if you would like to get a personal reading with me, I left all that information down below. So check it out if you feel called to. With all of that being said, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will let you get back to your day, and I will see you again next week. Aloha.